everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Hearts of Iron 4 Numerous Nations mod. And welcome back to this slice of, well, fresh hell. Where we left off, we had a few things to do, and we are literally just going to get cracking straight away with it. Justifying here on the Turkmenis for Ashgabat. And without further ado, I think it's time just to get everything sorted. So, declare there. Thank you very much. That should be a stroll in the park. Now, Kashmir, my friend. You're 13 to 22. Insta-war, Quetta. Thanking you. You guys can now charge as well. After this, we can then push on to Afghanistan. But first, I want everything else around them dealt with. So, you guys get a move in, and we shall let everything, well, just deal out for itself, I suppose. Why are you guys not going here? Look. Bish, bosh, bash, done. Fantastic. Okie dokie, radio. Let's get the moving. There we go. Another one bites the dust, and this time is the Turkmenis. Now that they're out the way, we can start to push in against the Uzbeks. However, the Uzbeks, in fact, have a good army behind them, a relatively decent sized one. So they might be, they might be a little bit more of a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that we can handle. So we'll get everyone up into position, and when everyone's on the border ready to push, I think that's when we will do the, well, that exact thing, push. But now, again, we just got to sort of play the waiting game. Everyone's slowly pushing back north into the Kashmir region. And then this should be dealt with as well. Tibet, I'm going to sink my teeth into simply for the fact of I want Tibet under my realm. Tibet is someone that needs to go. Dictatorial Xinjiang. See, I need to get to Mongolia, right? That's going to be the tough cookie to crack. And how does one do that? They are in their little alliance here against the Soviets, the Siberian Soviet Federation. So basically the SSFSR. Oh my god, what a mouthful. I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I'm going to be 110% honest. I have no idea. Manage subjects. There we go. Malaya are now ours. Completely ours, actually. So I'm going to take all that fresh blood. Like so. Give them a new field marshal. We're going to put them under Alan Brooke. Like so. Wonderful. You'll get Mr. Richard O'Connor. And now I'm actually going to convert you into my infantry divisions, because the Malayan divisions are pretty damn terrible. No doubt about that. We're about to push out these guys here to these Midlands as well. Things are going hunky-dory. Things are going absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Can I push now? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's push. Let's push. There we go. We'll go for Tashkent. Get you guys just ready to push the border immediately. You guys are lined up on Afghan. There we go. Declare war guaranteed by the Czechs. You're just going to be pulled into that whole war anyway. Is what it is. I mean, I'm going to do sort of border cleanup anyway after it's all done. So it doesn't really matter if I'm going to be 1,000 times honest. But what matters is we take the territory now and then deal with the politics later. Because that's the best way to deal with war. Just get it over with, and then the politics comes after. Okie dokie, guys. As you can see, Kashmir is nearly done and dusted. As well as Uzbekistan up here in the north. Very, very slowly but surely, I can't even English. We will be having those fall to us. We're also going to come down here and pounce right now over here on Georgia, since that is also another ally that we could use to help us out. Again, it might hurt us in the losses, but ultimately it needs to be done. It needs to be done now. Everyone just needs to focus on their point, and they should be good. I'm actually going to use that aircraft, if I can manage it, right here as well, just to help things out and speed up the process a little bit. Just like that. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. And then Kashmir should be falling literally any day now, along with the Uzbeks. Everything's slowly coming up hunky-dory. Everything will be absolutely fine. You guys actually just want you to... There we go. Along the line, just like that. Brilliant. Okay. Well, I think it's time to start plotting for the next war. I'm actually going to produce this army just here. Give them Miles Dempsey, put him under Bernie, like so, and then you guys can come right over here and help in the war against Georgia. Fantastic. So we've got a lot of land here for the Islamic State, who are our pet after all. And then next up, I want to go after Xinjiang. I really want to go after Xinjiang, but I know it's going to bite me in the rear big time. because they've got Italy and Austria on their side. I'm not prepped for it in the slightest. You guys are rocking 238 divs. I'm rocking 138. I've got another 100 to produce. It's just not looking good, is it? It's not looking good at all. Right, I'm going to get rid of all these divisions here that I'm currently not using. Wonderful. And produce me a whole nother army. Please. Fantastic. Okay, so you're going to be ready to roll soon. I'm going to need another 6 as well. If I can. Like that. Wonderful. Rightio, everything is slowly coming together. We'll get there in the end. That's the key part of this all. We'll get there in the end. Oh, dearie me. Finally, Kashmir has capitulated. It took more than long enough. Honestly, I want to go to bed after that. I'm exhausted. I was tiring. But now we're going to move on to Tibet because in this war, Tibet is going to take control of China. That's right, the Dalai Lama is going to control his best friend. So we'll be dealing with that. I also noticed that the Prussians keep sending out volunteers, and I'm not going to lie, it is frustrating me so much. But we can't do anything in the grand scheme of things until this lot is dealt with. The problem here is Ukraine and their power block, the power vacuum of 219 divs. Like, dude, come on. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. God damn. So they don't need to deal with communist China. They are best mates with the Siberian lot, which is a pain because if I could just take them out, that'd be fantastic. But I can't because if I do that, I'll end up fighting both of these at once. And I need them both very isolated if I can help it. There we go. You guys need to just move through like that. Forget that you're fighting everyone and we can move forward once more. Righty ho, guys, once more. Welcome back. So here we are. Tashkent is nearly in our grips, I'd like to say. I just need to get the air support over there. Before the air support can be sent over there, I need to deal with Georgia. We managed to push through their borders, but now comes the issue of dealing with Volunteer Central. It's the Georgian forces, the Ukrainian forces, and Russian forces all bundled into one cesspool. So we need to deal with that. But right now we're going to go pay our good friend over here in the east, Mr. Dalai Lama, a visit. And we're going to send in the troops to go give him a little bit of a helping hand, an incentive, as it were, to bow the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. There we go, Game of Thrones reference. Bend the knee to the rightful leader, and then he will be rewarded, cough, cough, with the whole of China. All this means is that I'm going to actually just take India for myself, because again, I've got to hold significant power in each certain region. So in the north, for me, it's going to be Canada. I'm going to hold the whole of Canada to myself. I did want to give it to the Quebecois, but it felt a bit weird. So I've got a new plan to give out here to North America as a whole, which I'm slowly working on. But as for this region here, I think Burma, Assam, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal will all be given to myself. I might just take sort of South and East India for myself as well, and just give West India and Kashmir to Kashmir, because again, that's a very strange place to be right now. The Georgians have capped, which is fantastic. Therefore, we just clear out the rest of this lot here, get rid of the volunteers, wipe out the troops, and send out the Air Force to help up north. So you guys right here need to help out in the steeps. You guys as well, like so. And that should finish the war against the Uzbekis as well, because that's what we need right now. We need the Uzbeks to be done and dusted ASAP. Okie dokie, ladies and gents, though, with the fall of Uzbekistan, that means we can now move into Tajikistan, and that is exactly what we're going to do. We're having too much fun right now. I'm literally just walking over everyone who we can get our hands on over here on the east, and it's great because it's an easy job for us for now. Key emphasis on the now. We're strategically planning how we're going to go about this. It is a risky game because we are so spread out with so few divs, but we need to keep trying our luck because that's the only way forward in reality. It's just to keep trying our luck, really, and just keep pushing through. There we go. That's the fall of Lhasa. Is it Lhasa or Lhasa? Lhasa. We're going to say Lhasa. The fall of Lhasa, that is also the fall of Tibet. The Tibetans are now under us. We now have the Dalai Lama on our side, which is absolutely fantastic. Fan Dabidozi? Is that the saying? I don't know. I'm too tired, man. I need to have another cuppa. That's really what I need. Whilst I've done this recording, okay, I've been sat here for about an hour and a half. As you know, I've been at TwitchCon. I had my first cup of tea in 6 days today, and it was a miracle. It tasted heavenly, dude. It was incredible. But enough of a heavenly tea. That is the fall of the heavenly kingdom of the East. Tibet has fallen, as will Tajikistan in the coming moments. I think this is where I'm going to end the episode and continue from the fall of Tajikistan in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, click that like button and or subscribe. And join us next time where we start to fix up a few things over here, if we can. Big emphasis on the if. And then on top of that, we might just happen to start organising or reorganising Europe once again. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Anglo, you've been you. Have a good one, and ta-da!